I hear the go on. I hear the go on. I hear the go on. Whoa, 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 whoa. Now, one thing that you will notice about the Cherokee Nation is that 95% of the Cherokees are Christian. The reason that happened is because we had a very, very distinguished missionary called Samuel Worcester. And when Andrew Jackson was trying to get everybody removed, Samuel Worcester went to the Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court decided in favor of the Cherokee Nation. And Andrew Jackson said, if the Cherokee Nation, the Supreme Court has made its ruling, let it try and enforce it without my army. But Samuel Worcester was a very respected man in the Cherokee Nation. And when he came back to Georgia, he was immediately put into prison. And he was a very good Christian man. He was a Caucasian man, very good Christian man. And the Cherokee said, why did you do this? Well, give all your life for us. Your whole life you're going to prison for us? He said, well, if Jesus can go to the cross for what is right and good, I can go to jail for what is right and good for your people. And the Cherokee went, wow, he really believes in that. So when they found out that he believed so strongly in that, they thought it must be really something. And 95% converted Christianity. We already believed in one God, we just didn't know about Jesus.
And you go up to Robbinsville.
Yeah, if you go up to Robbinsville, you'll see all the Buffalo Baptist Church up there, which is a very big church, and they have a lot of gospel choirs and gospel groups, and like I said,
in 2 languages.
Yeah, and the sermons are all spoken in 2 languages, Cherokee and English. I know a little bit of the Cherokee, but the elders up there will say to me, "You speak baby talk." I don't get to speak the language that much, so I get baby talk.
I like to tease us a lot.
Yeah, they're very nice people. We knew one, Ned Long, he passed away. But Ned was wonderful. He would, whenever we would have a problem, we could go talk to him. He was the grandson of Will West Long, who translated the Bible into Cherokee.
I don't know, I want to do sign language.
Okay, she's going to do sign language on this song. This is Native American Sign Language. Since we all, on the continent of North America, all the Native Americans spoke different languages, we developed a trade language. It was a sign language so that we could trade among our people, and that way we wouldn't have to know each other's language. We would all have the same sign language, and we could do trading and traveling. That's how come you can see in Georgia and in Florida, you'll see artifacts from South America, or all the way down into Mexico or Colombia or any of those places. You'll see artifacts there from all over the place, because we would trade, and the trade language for all indigenous people was the same. We always had. She's going to be doing the sign language for this song. This is about a red hawk, and this is, you know, the way we look at things is that and the Creator, or God, or Jesus Christ, we still call God Creator and Jesus Christ Creator, can send any messenger he wants, according to the Cherokee people. He could send a hawk to be a messenger to you. He could send an eagle. He could send a human being to be a messenger to you. Anything can be a messenger to you for us. So this is about a messenger. She's going to sign language for you. If you see a red hawk circling above, and you feel a closeness to this earth that I love, remember that Creator has put on it its seal, and we've all got a place upon this sacred wheel. Fly upon red wing and share this love we feel. Come on and flap on red wing into Creator's hands. It's sun upon the wind and it dances through the trees. The words of Creator are meant to set us free. And if I need a purpose or a reason to be alive, I trust the Creator will teach us to survive. So come on and flap on red wing and share this love we feel. Walk in beauty upon the sacred wheel. Children of Creator and this sacred land. Come on and flap on red wing into Creator's hand. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Fly. Come on and fly. 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 Come on and fly. That's called Red Wing.
I don't know if y'all will want to participate in this or not, but we do have Sharon.
I sold your microphone.
That's okay. She's going to show you some dance.
It was. Before I say that, when I do sign, which is different than the single letter sign, it's because different nations had to understand what we meant to each other, and we all didn't know that. Plus, the sign language hadn't evolved at that time. One of our preachers that we used to go to a church at, he wanted me to sign for a song the choir was doing, and he said, well, you can stand right there and you can sing, the choir sing, that'd be great. And it was for Easter Sunday. And I said, well, that'll work, that's nice, but you need to move that palm from all the way over there, and you need to move, I need to be in front of the podium, and you don't need to be anywhere near me. He said, why? I said, because I will hit you. I won't mean it, but my sign language is very wide. And he said, well, let's practice it. And he left everything like it was. We went through one practice, and I wiped out a couple of palm trees, and he said, okay, got it, understand. But anyway, so I'm going to try to show you, the ladies are dignified in their dance. We let the youngsters and the men go full tilt. And like you were saying, the different dancers, you'll see, if you ever go powwow, you'll see one group of dancers, usually the men. They're called the grass dancers, that's always men. And they look like they're wearing grass. And they look like they're trying to stomp out a fire. That's because it's a healing dance, and they really are stomping out fires, but not flaming fires. They're stomping out the illnesses of the land. Then you'll see young ladies, or all the way up to elder women, and they're wearing, it's a jingle dress. And it's a simple dress, but on the dress, for every year they dance, they can add a little tin roll. By the time they get done, and they're still dancing and they're over 70, the dance dress can weigh over 50 pounds. Because they get a bell for every year, and they have to make it. It's not a snuff top, but anyway, they make it out of that and roll it, and that makes the jingles. And as they slowly jingle, like that, around, they're doing healing. So the guys doing the grass dance are healing. The women are doing grass dance, or doing jingle dress for healing. Then you see the young ladies who are what we call the fancy dancers. They have beautiful adornment dresses, gorgeous, which they all make. And they have to have these shawls. They're much bigger than that one, and that one is like a tent around me. But they're supposed to represent like butterflies as they dance. They literally look like they're coming off the ground. And you have to have a lot of energy to do that, which I don't. The older women, like me, I classify myself now as an older woman. Since my oldest granddaughter just got married, I know I am. But anyway, I do what's called Southern cloth. This is what this is, the Southern cloth. Actually, it's Southern Eastern cloth, but we just shorten it down to Southern cloth. If I were in a group of women to do the women's dance, traditional dancing is what the classification is. There's actually prize money for that, for all those people that do it year round. They travel all over the place. Out in Oklahoma, prize money is very good, but you have to be very good. Otherwise, you're not gonna win. I mean, you can still dance, but nah. And it passes on tradition. So it gives them a reason to drive 500 miles. They have a little paycheck to drive back 500 miles. But they also have to know how they're dancing. The women of the plains dance in buckskin. They still do. Only us on the eastern seaboard dance in Southern cloth. So you'll know right away. You'll see a woman in buckskin from head to toe. That dress is very heavy too. Now, a powwow generally lasts 3 days. So Friday all day long, Saturday and Sunday. The dancers have to come when the arena announcer announces the dance. You may have just finished one, but doggone it, he just called your group again. You might be sweating. It might be 101 like it was here today. And you get to go out there in the full blazing sun and dance until the drum, which is under a shade, stops. And they have 15 guys can be on a drum. Anywhere from 5 to 15. They can keep on going forever. They can just swap out drummers. So a lot of times you might see someone coming from the sideline who's dancing and hand the drummer a little bit of money. That's so they'll quit before anybody faints, because that would look really bad. You don't want people fainting. If you're at a powwow, you also, if someone drops a feather or something falls off from their regalia, you don't come running out in the middle of that powwow while it's going on, that dance is going on, or any time, and pick up that which fell. Doesn't matter what it is. Especially if it's a feather, you don't pick it up. You can learn a hard lesson if you do. But anyway, if a feather falls, what that means is a warrior has just fallen. Now, that means that the honor guard, made up of veterans, have to come out and do a dance special for that fallen warrior. Now, the arena director is sitting back watching all this. He can decide if that person receives that feather back again for his regalia or not. Doesn't mean he's going to get it back just because someone went out there and danced and picked it up. Nope. If you're not worthy to receive that back again, if you tied it on wrong, if it looked bad or whatever, they can keep it. Matter of fact, they can usher you out of the arena anytime they feel like it. So, if you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, there's an elder somewhere that's always in a circle. There's an elder sitting somewhere that's watching everything that everybody does. I found that out real quick one time. I had a girlfriend that wanted to come up and dance with me. I thought, oh great, that's great. She was exploring her genealogy and found out that she was Cherokee, and she wanted to join in. On intertribals, anybody can dance. Great, everybody come in. And so they have some fun dances that will slap wear you out. So I won't do any of those. But she had a sore foot. She had stepped on something and bruised her heel. So she couldn't do the proper step. Now, I knew elders were watching. They always are. That's an elder's job. That's how we learn. But I said, well, my friend's got a hurt foot. That'll